What do you think is achievable from here on, Alex? 10th as we stand.
This is these couple of games when you've played the likes of Leicester, Burnley trying to pick up points, and the way the season is going, especially with this Arsenal side, that are not consistent in their play. Today you're looking at Odegaard. For me, he was bang average, and so you question the decision actually with Smith Rowe not being selected ahead of him. I think we're going to see his real qualities in the next couple of weeks. Is he good enough to be in this starting 11 of Arsenal, or actually is this loan period going to be a short one?
But Arsenal fans, I guess, just want to see some signs of progress, don't they?
We sure do. And I think it's just that consistency. I think we can sit here and keep saying it's a transitional season and we're waiting to see positives, but actually we need that to come to fruition now. It needs to be a regular thing, not a constant up and down, up and down. We need to see signs of more positivity within this Arsenal side.
I think Arsenal did OK today, though. You know, having to go down 1-0 after 2 minutes. Maybe earlier in the season they might have capitulated a little bit. They showed a little bit of heart and desire. Exactly that. So they're not going at the rate. Alex watches Arsenal a lot more than me closely, but I thought Arsenal did OK today, especially in the second half. I know people say, well, City didn't get out of third gear, but City can punish anyone. And for it to be only that score, I think Arsenal deserve a little bit of credit today.
I think that, so for me, that hurts me to sit here and be as like Arsenal connected.
As a team, doesn't
yeah,
it?
that I should be sitting here and I'm happy to take a 1-0, and I absolutely get it because Manchester City can rip you to pieces. But when I sit and look at that game, to me that was a Manchester City side today in third gear really, and Arsenal didn't have a shot on target, or we could still be here, and I don't think Arsenal were threatening. But what I was, there was positive signs. I'm not saying it's all doom and gloom for this Arsenal side, but when I reassess Manchester City, for me they weren't even at their best today. And actually Arsenal, there were just signs.
Yeah, but I think with Arsenal, you know, when you think about Arsenal, because I was an Arsenal fan as a boy, and I loved them. And I think the first thing when you come to Arsenal is you think of the great teams, but they've got to be realistic now, and they're not the great teams that they used to be. And that's no disrespect to Arsenal. That's just where they are. And you talk about rebuilding, they've got some good young players there. Saka, Smith Rowe, you know, Odegaard's on loan from Holden is good enough to play at this level. Aubameyang's probably the wrong side now, even though he's a favourite, but he just, you know, he had a moment where he tried to run past Stones and he just didn't have the pace that we've seen probably from 2 3 years ago. But with Arsenal, I don't think it's no disgrace in today. Yeah, Arsenal fans will say they want to see more, 100%, and I totally agree with that. But
if they want to be a big club, again, a big team, I mean, it's always going to be a big club.
It's always
but they can't be in the position they're in now.
10th.
I mean, the last time when they lost in the Carabao Cup 4-1, it felt like a really low point for the manager. There was talking about maybe he might lose his job. And he stabilised it a bit since then, and there's been a few good results. But I think Alex has hit the nail on the head. This is an important time for this team and the club and the manager right now. March the 14th is a huge date when they play against Tottenham. That's the sort of game that can turn for both ways, because Tottenham needs something. I know it's still a long way away, but you look at those games as a player. But I look at that team, I look at the squad, and I've said it before, until you invest, it's a mismatch today. Look at the squads of the two teams. Look at the two centre-backs today, and Holding does a good job. But we're talking about a team that is full of great players, and one team that are players, one or two, yeah, and I look at Aubameyang's past his best. He's going to have moments, he's going to get his hat-tricks. When I watch him sometimes, it's like he's lost his superpower. You know, I used to see him run past people when he first come into the Premier League. I'd see him run past people at Dortmund. I'm seeing now a player that looks like he's going to get bullied every occasion. And he's your leading light. The likes of Saka and Smith Rowe, they're the ones leading the way. It's the other players that I feel have got to step up more.